Today, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's a special Halloween presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers taking on Drew Lock and the Denver Broncos.
From the site of Super Bowl 56, set to be contested this upcoming February, we are at the gorgeous new SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded in the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Throwing on first down is Lock. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A gain of
maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. To throw it is Lock. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a carry for the former first-round pick of the Chargers. It's Melvin Gordon. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
He was taken down at the 50-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
From midfield, here's Lock. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. Doing a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run supported. I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, second and 8.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Oh, nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have taken a first quarter lead.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
To kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll hand this one off to Gordon. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Judy complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Able to get this to Gordon. That catch good for only a couple. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
37-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lock. Open man is born. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
And the Broncos 1st down.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. This is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
Complete to
Melvin Gordon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Randy Bullock.
Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Let's check on the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out and giving the ball back to the offense?
We call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Locke and the Broncos going to come up first and 10 at their own 43. Melvin Gordon leading Denver's offense back out. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Locke working out of the gun. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And here the out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
And he'll be brought down, looks like right at the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Herbert on first down now. Caught by Allen. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a toss, running left, Eckler. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now Herbert off the bootleg. And this is complete. It's Allen. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
First down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And this is going to be intercepted. With a pick. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
And we will likely not see another play here as they take the knee and head into the intermission all time. The white flag coming out as they lock. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
At the 27-yard line.
It's Eckler again. And he powers his way up past the 30.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And 4.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
They'll run forward with Eckler. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers 17. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Touchdown. Royce Freeman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaims center stage. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
Yeah, it's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
23-yard line.
Off the bootleg. Herbert. And that is incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Off the bootleg. Herbert. Open man, it's Allen. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. He'll get this to Eckler. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Now it's SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. Once more, here's Eckler. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. The Chargers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. On the give, this is Eckler. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. A handoff, it's Eckler. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
The stop made by Jarrell Casey. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll try the air now with Herbert. And a turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted by the Broncos.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu.
2nd and 10 at the 7-yard line.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell them to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. He'll hand off here to Eckler. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Off the bootleg. Herbert. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Herbert sacked.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And Allen's got it. 20. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Oh my fucking
God. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yeah, the opportunity squashed. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Gordon, a pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
To throw is Locke. Gets it to Gordon. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert and the Chargers down 14-7. Less than 90 seconds to go.
This nigga kills the fuck out of me, bro.
Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Off the bootleg. Herbert. Right back for Allen. This time he finds him complete. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 64 yards. Toward the pylon, caught. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. In the final minute, and the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Denver's offense ready to go again. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Now Locke. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock. So it all comes down here to the right foot of Randy Bullock. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And this one is right through. And it'll be all smiles on Blake Street tonight. The Broncos have won it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there.